What's going on, everybody? My name is Justice. I'm with my guy.
Yo, it's popping. It's popping. It's your boy Tyaire. How y'all doing?
And you're tuned into the Silky Boys podcast, the Waves podcast out for the sports news and what's going on in the culture. Tyaire, how you feeling this week, my bro?
Feeling good, bro. We missed a week. We got a lot to talk about, bro. How you feeling?
Feeling good. Weather is just getting nicer and nicer out, bro. It's a good sign. Summer's on the rise. Overall, I'm just feeling good, bro. So we said we got a lot to talk about. We got some NFL news you want to start off with first, bro. So go ahead and take the floor, my boy.
Yeah, bro. It's just this growing feeling that I've had. Like I touched on it like a couple weeks back, around draft time. How I felt like out of everybody in the draft class, who I felt was going to be the bust, and I said it was going to be Trevor Lawrence as a Clemson fan. And day by day, I feel like that take is growing stronger. I feel like Urban Meyer won't reach past 2 seasons with this team. I feel like he's already blowing his team up right now. And that just goes off of the news that we got last week that he is trying to turn Travis Etienne into essentially a wide receiver right now. He basically wanted to use that pick on Kadarius Toney. Kadarius Toney wasn't there. So he was like, shit, I need somebody who can do similar things, which I don't think Etienne really is going to fit a Kadarius Toney role, but I will see. He could have won Elijah Moore there. And it's been a growing theme that he's been firing a lot of staff that's been there. You know, the Tebow thing that's happening right now. And I just feel like Urban Myers doesn't realize this is the NFL and he's on the way to losing his locker room pretty quickly.
Already without one game being played already.
Exactly.
That's very telling about how this is gonna go. And talk about Tebow thing real quick. That was just a really bad signing overall. Like Tebow, over the age of 30, he's gonna learn how to play a new position now at tight end. I just don't see it working at all. And if you try to say, oh, he's gonna be there as sort of a mentor role for Trevor Lawrence, then why not bring him in as consultant? Why actually take up a roster spot? That's what I don't understand in all this. And it just goes to show you too in the NFL, like it doesn't matter about your play. If you're well connected, if you're comfortable with the right people, you will always find a job. And that's clearly just what this is. Because of course, Urban Meyer has history with Tim Tebow, won 2 national championships with him at Florida. So it's just again, I just didn't like the signing at all. I think it's just a bad look. And we're getting reports from the locker room that hey, that Tebow signing really did split the locker room. Coaches and players alike they did not like that signing whatsoever.
I'm telling you, like he's losing the locker room before he even stepped in and said his first opening statements in training camp. And it's just like, bro, this is not college anymore. Like, yeah, college, you want big signage, you want excitement to spark a new program. But bro, this is not college. You have grown men that's been on this team for 5-6 years that paying bills, have kids, bro. They don't care about no new excitement. They want to win games and focus on winning. And you coming in here trying to create a circus, it's not gonna work, bro. And I feel like it's gonna blow up eventually. I feel like he won't make it past 2 seasons as the coach of the Jaguars.
I don't even think Tebow makes it past this season as tight end.
Yeah,
like that's the thing I don't understand from Tebow's point. Like he's been trying to make a sports comeback for the past couple of years. After he retired from the NFL, he tried to get baseball a thing with the minor league, with the Mets minor league team. He was on there for I think about 2 seasons. That didn't really work out. Eventually retired from there. Went back to being a broadcaster, covering college football for a little bit. And now he's trying to make, again, another NFL comeback. Dude, you're over 30. And you're over 30. Like, yeah, you may be in shape, but are you really ready to now take a hit over the middle from safeties like Jamal Adams and other big linebackers like Darius Leonard? Like, come on now. You're not ready for that. Just simple and plain.
Exactly, bro. Coming from a quarterback position where you were protected your whole career, and now you're going to be not protected at all, going to be asked to block for the new stud quarterback. And when you let a block up, everybody's going to be looking at you. You're not the star of the team anymore. So that same spotlight you had in Florida in the first few years in Denver is not going to be there anymore. Is Trevor Lawrence here? We really don't care about you. And that's why it's a problem. We're supposed to be thinking about building the future for Trevor. Why are we creating a distraction that's 10 years past his prime? Like, what are we doing?
Right. I don't know. Don't make sense. We'll see what happens. I mean, this potentially does open up the doorway for Jim Harbaugh from Michigan, potentially making an NFL comeback with that Jaguars coaching, like I said, maybe in 2 years after Urban Meyer's let go. But potentially he may be the head man, take over for Trevor Lawrence's development overall for that team. But who knows? We'll see what happens, honestly. And Travis Etienne becomes essentially a slot receiver. Like,
right, that's just such a waste of a first round pick when guys like Elijah Moore and other guys are on the board, bro. Like,
they're still there on. It doesn't make sense whatsoever at all. This man plays a running back. Like he's played running back his entire life. That's all.
And he's
he
not
has
even
wide receiver skills.
and he's not even an elusive type of running back like that. Like he's a C gap, burst through gap. If he gets that open upfield stream, then he's gone. But he's not gonna create moves off of a route. Like I don't see where you were going with this, my dude. And I knew it was fishy when he said, "Yeah, we could see him as a third down back." You take a first round pick and you're gonna use him as a third down back? What are you doing? So Urban, I just want to bring it up because in the media, everybody would seem like, oh, Zach Wilson is up for failure. The Jets have doing nothing for him. And it's like, no, the real story here is that the Jaguars are about to implode in front of everybody. But we're just sweeping on the road because Trevor's the number one pick, but it's gonna blow up in their faces pretty soon.
Give it a year.
Yeah.
give it to the end of the season. We're gonna come right back talking about the same thing.
Trevor's gonna look like Joe Burrow and Zach Wilson's gonna look like Justin Herbert. That's just what it's gonna look like at the end of the season.
We'll see, bro. We'll see. Hoping. All right, so let's go ahead and get into NBA news. NBA play-in tournament has begun, started, is underway, and the playoffs are on the horizon this weekend. So hype, here for it. We had the Hornets taking on the Pacers. Pacers ended up winning that game. We had the Celtics taking on the Wizards in the East for that play-in tournament. Wizards ended up losing. Tatum put in a 50-piece. And now they're the 7th seed playing the Brooklyn Nets in the first round. So how you feel about that?
Well, my boy Tatum, young Kobe, out here doing young Kobe things. But as far as what the Celtics gonna do in the first round, I just suspect Jason to look a lot like Mike in them early days, just dropping buckets. I don't expect him to win anything right now. Jaylen Brown's out, and I feel like that's just what it's gonna look like a Mike in those early Bulls years, just dropping 30 in a playoff series and probably ending 5. They probably get one game just off of him dropping like 40. But as far as the Celtics, I feel like it's time for them to look past Brad Stevens, like I brought back a few months back, and just see how to rebuild around this nucleus of Tatum and Brown.
Right, and that's what the conversation I kind of want to get into now, because over these past, let's say like 5-6 years, they've been in the mix. The playoff mix always has been one of the top 3 seeds in the East, potentially right on the cusp of being a top contender, just like a piece or two away. When they had the core of, Brown, Tatum, when Kyrie was still there, going Hayward, Al Horford, it seemed like, okay, these are the guys that are going to be top contenders in the East, right alongside with the 76ers. But obviously, Kyrie leaves, Gordon Hayward gets injured, and eventually goes down to Charlotte, and Al Horford leaves, and everything else. Do you consider this a failure from where they once were positioned at, like I said, about 5-6 years ago?
Yeah, you can definitely see it as a failure, but I just see it as a lesson learned, really. You can just learn that, hey, maybe, a strategist as a coach works as far as like developing our players and getting a system in place. But as far as when we have these star players, we need somebody that's able to bring out the star in them and not just, hey, this is my game plan, follow it, and that's that. No, you need to have somebody that knows how to coach a star, know what to say the right thing to a star, and make them do what needed to be done without overstepping the boundary or making the star feel like less or more. And I just feel like that's what they fell into. I feel like Brad Stevens wasn't the guy to manage all those different personalities with Kyrie coming back after 2 stars are emerging after he was out for a season. I feel like Brad Stevens didn't know how to really handle that transition. Like, yeah, Kyrie, you're a superstar, you're a champion, but we still have these 2 young guys that we have to mix in as well. And I feel like that's kind of where they dropped the ball, because I feel like if he was just able to really manage and blend that marriage of the 2 young stars and the older established superstar, then they would be able to work. And I feel like that's just really what is needed from them. They just need to find a coach like a Doc Rivers, that you saw what Doc was able to do with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid this year. Just a coach who knows how to coach stars and pull that out of them. I don't feel it as a failure, just like I said, a lesson. Just learn from what Stevens didn't do and just build off of that.
So you think it's more of just a coaching change rather than actual roster change? Because people are saying potentially, like, if you're going to mix up the roster, people are going to look at Marcus Smart and Kemba Walker. But if you do it and make decisions to trade one of those guys, you're not going to get much for it because Kemba, he obviously has any issues. He's going to miss 20 games just based off that. Also, Marcus Smart, he's not the player that he once was 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think, like I said, it's really a coaching change. I wouldn't blow it up. I would say do one more a season or two with a new coach, see if a spark is able to be made within, and then that's when I would look into blowing it up. But I would just look at Philly. Like Philly, they were doing the same thing every year. Brett Brown really didn't know what to do with that, and then a new coach came in, and now he brought the best out of both of them. And I feel like the same thing can happen with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum if they get the right coach in there.
It's going to be interesting to see how the Celtics look in the next couple of years because right now, again, before we looked at them as being top contenders or at least on the cusp, but now they're kind of just in no man's land, which is where you don't want to be in the NBA at all because you're just good enough to still be in the mix, but ultimately not good enough to win a championship. And when you fall into that range, you're essentially, again, just in no man's land where you're not terrible enough or you're not bad enough to tank to get a lottery pick, to get another superstar. You already have 2 on the roster. You already have quality players, but again, just not good enough players to win a championship.
Yeah, you're like the Raiders in the NFL, just floating around, really no.
Just floating.
You don't have Pat, but you don't have Justin Herbert. You just floating like
Derek Carr is serviceable like that.
But like we don't have access to trade for Aaron Rodgers. Like you're not the Broncos, you're not the Chiefs. We're just the Raiders. We're just here.
So we got that going on in the East. We have now Indiana taking on Washington for that eighth seed now in the East. Washington, back in the season, seemed like one of the hottest teams in the NBA. Russ just playing out of his mind. A new triple-double career leader now with 182 triple-doubles now. Bradley Beal was playing through injury, trying to get the win against the Celtics. So going against now Indiana, what are the odds for the Wizards getting to that eighth seed?
I don't know what the odds are, but if Russell Westbrook doesn't perform tonight, I don't want to hear any talk about him again. In my eyes, Russell Westbrook is not a top 50 all-time player to me. Like we get hyped up on these triple doubles every single year, but every time I'm supposed to turn on and watch him play in a impactful moment is 6 for 18, 20 turnovers, no rebounds. It's like, so what are these triple doubles for? Is it just for you to patch your stats and just have that as your thing? Because you're not winning anything. You haven't won anything in years. And I feel like it's tonight or bust. Because what I saw the other night after, Goldbrook top 15, somebody tried to tell me he was top 15. I just don't like the first year I valued it a lot because Katie left you had something to prove. But after that, it just feel like that's all you can grasp to. You're not a winner. And I just feel like that's just what he's going to become at this point. And I feel like he has a chance tonight to make up for that and make a run in the playoffs, possibly win a first round series without KD for the first time. And other than that, that's all that's left for the Wizards. But what happened the other night, I was disappointed, bro, to say the least.
Right, yeah. And Westbrook, like throughout his career, he's had this tendency ever since KD left, just for whatever reason, like last 3 minutes of a game, all of a sudden, like just for whatever reason, just doesn't come through, whether it be just a lackadaisical turnover, whether it be not rotating right or double team at the wrong time, like we saw against the Raptors game when he left Fred VanVleet wide open in that right corner for them to win the game. So it's like Russ, he's one of those players where it's like you either love him or you hate him, and that's just really has been the story of his career. But like you can't just deny that talent. He's a talented player, but ultimately, like talent's only going to get you so far. Winning matters in this league, and frankly, ever since KD left, he really has not done a whole lot of winning.
Yeah,
that's just the truth.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is. So now we can get to other playing tournament games. Got to talk about Warriors, Lakers last night. It was a classic game. I'll say that right now. That was a really good game overall. One of my takeaways just on the Lakers side, AD is really starting to irritate me a whole lot. No one on that Golden State Warriors team should be able to guard it, except for Draymond Green. Don't have one guy, that's it. This was a game AD should have dominated, had 30 and 14. Simple and plain. He took 5 threes yesterday. I don't need that from you, AD, against the Warriors. You have the size advantage to use it. Like, it just frustrates me because it's like, again, no one can guard you one-on-one on that team. Get the ball down low and go to work. And during that game, it was a defensive battle the entire game. And there were runs where Lakers weren't just scoring. In those moments, AD, you got to demand the ball. Screw whatever offensive set Alex Caruso or whoever Dennis Schroeder's running. Say, nah. Find me a mismatch, give me the ball, and let me go get a bucket for us. They were fortunate to win. They only won by 3 because of LeBron.
You can
late
say,
3 by LeBron James.
No, say the word you wanted to say for that shit, man. Like, say the word.
It was a bullshit 3. It was a bullshit 3. It was. Because play that scenario 9 times, he makes that maybe.
I saw him. He front rim 3 threes before he shot that shit, my guy. Like, yes. I watched this nigga front rim 3 threes before that shit.
Yes. 9 out of times he's making that maybe twice, and other times like that. It was a bailout desperation 3, but hey, it went in. It is what it is. Lakers are not a 7 seed. But yeah, like AD just. Y'all lucky to win. And now you're going into a series where you're going to be playing the Suns. AD, be the player that I know, be the player that we've seen before. It's just simple playing, whereas we see the guys like, hey, he actually might be the best player in basketball. Just be that guy. Like, don't be the passive guy no more. Screw that. Go get yours. Because ultimately, you getting yours is going to get wins for the Lakers. Simple and plain.
And you need to get yours because LeBron is done, guys. I don't know if the world knows this or not. LeBron James is done, my nigga. And LeBron, I'm tired of you, my dude. Like, I'm tired of you, bro. Stop it. Stop it. Stop the game. Stop the shenanigans, bro. You are 36, 37 years old, my boy. Stop with the media antics, let me put this out there so they can bite on it. So if something happens down the line, I could double back on that. Stop it, bro. I see through this man, straight through him. And y'all fans, bro, as a Lakers fan, bro, this is why I didn't want this man on the team, bro. This is why I didn't want this man to come to this squad, bro. Because he doesn't have it, bro. He just doesn't have that thing that I can connect with him, bro. Like, even when I'm trying to root for this nigga, he does some shit. I'm like, bro, why do you need to do this, bro? Case in point, the play with Draymond Green, bro. When I watched that in live time, bro, I got scared. I was like, oh my gosh, is LeBron dead, bro? I thought he had a concussion. I thought it was over. I'm like, oh, he might be out for a couple weeks. It looked like he really got hurt, bro. I watched the replay. I see Draymond poke him. He got poked in his eye. But the thing I got scared of, I thought he hit his head on the ground, bro. I thought he was concussed out of here. I see the replay. His head never touched the ground. This man sat on the ground for 15 minutes like he was shot, bro. Looking around like, oh my gosh, I could not see. I could not see. I am blind. And now, it's time. 0.3 seconds on the clock, nigga. They throw it back to me off a rebound. I have nobody else to throw it to, nigga. If it was 7 seconds on the clock, he's throwing it to Caruso so he can get the blame for this shit. I guarantee that shit, my nigga. He had nobody else to throw it to, so he throws it up. It goes in. Great. What does he do after the game? When I got the ball, I saw the ball hit the rim, and I saw 3 rims, so I was just like, wow. Nigga, stop making people have to feel bad for you. You are a GOAT, my boy. Stop playing the sympathy card at every fucking turn, bro. It gets annoying at a point, and this is like, bro, how can you compare this nigga to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant? I've never heard them cry about any goddamn thing, bro. I've never heard it, bro. Ever. I've seen Kobe Bryant break fingers, go out there and play. He wouldn't bring it up. Media would bring it up. He didn't go out and say this shit. I seen Michael Jordan bust his ass off a broken foot to come back and play in a playoff series just for his squad, bro. And you crying about somebody poking your eye out so you can create a GOAT moment in a playing game when you're a fucking GOAT, but you're in a playing game? Come on, bro. Like, enough is enough. I need my damn respect. This is why nobody respects you, bro. This is why I have zero respect for you, bro. Because you do this little, let me paint the picture so y'all can feel bad for me. At this point, it's done, bro. Like, it's done, bro. And like you said, with you and AD, bro, this Lakers team, I don't give a fuck what y'all do this playoffs, bro. Like, I really don't care, bro. 'Cause every time I watch y'all do something. This is not Laker greatness, bro. It's not, bro. What y'all bringing to this team is not Laker greatness, bro. And just stop it, bro. And that's why I didn't want you to come. And it is what it is. Y'all fans gonna say I'm a hater. I could be a hater, bro. Yes, I hate fuck niggas. I hate soft people. He's too big, too strong, too athletic, too talented to be like that, bro. And it's sad, bro. That's what I got to take away from that game, bro.
Honestly, like LeBron, he's a one of a kind in that aspect. Because I don't recall another superstar that would complain and just come up with excuses. And regardless of basketball and all sports, like he truly is the only one to ever just consistently, time in time after. Again, it's like, dude, you said it. You are too talented. You are too talented. You are too great of a player to be, again, just playing the media game. I'll give him credit. He knows how to play the media well. Does it very well. I'll give him his credit on that. But you play these media games, you come up with these excuses time in and time out. It's like, just stop. Like, no one cares. No one cares. You have 3 rings, bro. 4 rings. Like, stop it.
This is year 718, bro. Why are we still doing this shit, bro? Like, honestly, this shit should have stopped in 2013, my bro. Like, it should have been ended there, bro. Anything past that is like, bro, you won your ring. Nobody else can say shit to you. Just live off of that and ball, bro. But you have this undying need to prove something to somebody, bro. It's like, who are you proving this to, bro? That's why we don't call you the GOAT, because nigga, nobody has to keep going. Oh, I gotta show somebody. I gotta show somebody. Who are you proving this to? Like you said, what are they gonna say now? What can they can't say shit. So just hoop. You saying it yourself. What they gonna say now? So just go out there and hoop.
Honestly, you know what I think it is? Because I feel like for him, this is his way of trying to like always compete with Jordan. That's just ultimately what I think is, hey, this is what I gotta do in order to be on the same stage, be in the same conversation as Jordan. That's ultimately what I think this is leading to. This is the person that he's trying to prove and trying to eventually eclipse over and over and over and over again. But like we discussed it again in the Last Dance, pointed this out. It's not just about the talent. It's your attitude. It's your mentality that goes into being the greatest of all time.
And that's why Michael Jordan loved Kobe Bryant, because he understood that shit too. That's why the first season when Kobe Bryant was a rookie and everybody else on the Lakers like, oh, don't look at Mike. Don't look at Mike. Kobe Bryant said, I'm him. What do you mean? I'm that. LeBron would not have said that. LeBron would have been like, oh, I got to do something. I gotta show something. Oh, Mike had these niggas on his team that day. I couldn't do it. But Kobe didn't give a fuck who would have been on the other team. The Bulls were stacked back then. That was the 97, 98 Bulls, fresh off a 72-10 season. But a little 18-year-old kid saying, I'm that too. That's what's missing. I don't feel like LeBron's going to come in saying, I'm that too. And that's just that, bro. Like you said, it's the mentality. And it's always going to be that. In every sport, bro, the GOAT at that sport has that mentality, bro. And you can't tell me they don't. Any sport you want to bring up, they have it. Tom Brady, Mike, anybody, Tiger, they all have it.
That's just what it is. Like, that's just what it is.
Man, I didn't know Tiger Woods had a broken leg in 17 years after the fact. Nigga, like, I didn't know. Like,
never knew. Never complained about it at all. But hey, dudes always want to search for the bailout. That's all it is. Always search for the bailout. That's it. That's whatever. So yeah, that playin tournament game again. It was a good game overall. Warriors going to be set to play the Grizzlies on Friday.
Yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad for the Grizzlies. They always in these predicaments every single year. This shit, but low key, this is going to fucking mold the fuck out of Ja Morant. This shit is going to make this nigga a dog, bro. Getting knocked out by Damian Lillard and Steph Curry in back-to-back playoffs, this nigga is going to become a dog, bro. Like, this shit is 5 years down the line when we doing the Grizzlies championship like parade before the finals. Like, yeah, I remember interview. I remember Steph and Dame knocking me out. That shit forced me to go get it. That forced me to go get stronger. And I feel like that's just what this is. So I'm even though I'm like, damn, I feel fucked up. I'm like, this is only gonna be better for them, bro.
Yeah, this is only going to be a benefit to Ja because he's going to look back at this series and last year what happened with Dame and say, okay, I see what these guys are doing right now. I know I can add that to my game.
Exactly, bro. So it's a win. That's why this play-in is I love it, bro. I love it. It's a win-win for both because if you a veteran team that's fighting to get in the playoffs, it gives you an extra opportunity, an extra chance to get in there if you know you slipped a little bit in that last month. And if you're a young team, it gives you something to build on for next year, bro. So overall, it's a great introduction that the NBA did, bro.
Right, and I want this to continue for the future. Honestly, make this a staple. This is how the playoff tournament should be. The only thing that I would change is just honestly just get rid of conference and just go best 16.
I've been waiting for that my whole life.
We've been waiting for that forever, bro. Just give us the best 16 teams, regardless of conference. Just give it to us, please, NBA. Hopefully, it'll be instituted within like the next 5 years. I hope, but we'll see what happens with that. Overall, though, I'm just excited for the playoffs, bro. That's it. Just overall excited for the playoffs is actually here, bro. First round, are not really that many compelling stories other than the Clippers. And I want to get into this. So the Clippers are funny, right? So when they got Paul George, when they got Kawhi Leonard, they basically embraced this whole identity of hey, we're the new LA team. We're the new team in LA. We're here to throw in the Lakers. We're gonna run basketball in LA for the next 5-10 years. This is now our time. We want the Lakers. They can't say like we want LA. That's when they first got together, right? First year that they were together. Bubble situation happened. Ended up blowing a 3-1 lead against the Nuggets. They can say, hey, it was the bubble. Most of us didn't want to be there. I'm like, all right, cool. But you still embrace that narrative. And before this season started, Paul George come out and say, hey, I'm coming for dudes' heads this year. Okay, cool. We'll see what happens.
Oh, that shit to Luka, nigga.
So they go out and play the regular season. Have a great regular season. But towards the last game, they decided to rest their key players so they could be on the opposite side of the Lakers bracket. Clippers, this is why you don't get respect whatsoever in LA. Like, I understand it right now just based off that one move. You were the guy instigating the smoke. You wanted it. You instigated this whole beef. No one was saying anything about the Clippers-Lakers rivalry because there never was one.
There is a fucking Clippers-Lakers rivalry, nigga. You're a bum-ass nigga on the street, nigga. Like
never. There was never a rivalry. In order for there to be a rivalry, both sides need to be competitive. Y'all weren't competitive. For 20, 30 years, you were the second team in LA. If you weren't a Lakers fan, you were a Clippers fan, and people were looking at you crazy like, what? It was only until you got Blake and CP and DeAndre Jordan where y'all actually relevant. That was it.
I feel like early Clipper fans were only poor LA people. And I feel like even still poor LA people were still trying to go to a Lakers game, bro. I feel like you only were a Clippers fan because you could get a $5 Clipper game ticket, my nigga. That's the only way you became a Clippers fan, bro.
And if I was poor LA, I'll still be jacking the Lakers. At least they win. They got championships.
I'm not going to be poor and room for a bum-ass team, nigga.
Like, come on now. You can't be doing that. Yeah, the Clippers. It's like, well, why are you avoiding the smoke? Like, well, what are you doing? Like, well, it's just funny, bro. Honestly, it's just funny.
Just to get put out by Luka again, my nigga. Wait, is he in their side of the bracket again, nigga? I know Paul George is looking.
They're playing them in the first round. They're playing them in the first round all over again.
I'm tuned in. This is my favorite. You said I'm not excited, nigga. This is my excited first one series, nigga. Luka Doncic his son, nigga. What are you talking about, man?
This is the only compelling first round series, I think.
Paul George about to pull up to arena dressed like a full Thanksgiving meal, bro. like Luka's about to eat everything that comes in front of him, bro. I can't wait, bro. They might get bounced first round, bro. They only won last year because KP went down, bro. Like the Mavericks.
That's it. The Mavs still got 2 games. That was still a 6-game series with Luka by himself. Now if KP's healthy, yeah, I can very much well go to 7 games.
And you know the Mavericks are feeling that shit, my nigga. We're just saying that shit. That's how they feel right now, my nigga. Like, yo, if we had him, we could have smacked y'all bum ass niggas. Like the Nuggets just did, but we just saved y'all what we was about to do. And I feel like that's gonna happen, bro. The Clippers, they have this great offense all year, but they haven't been in no clutch situations, bro. And that's what's going to be the downfall of them again this year. When they get into the clutch, they choke every single time. And Paul George is going to be shooting off the back of a backboard. And Kawhi just going to be thinking about shit. Who can I get on my next track, my nigga?
Like, that's literally it. Playoff P is going to show up in excellent form, go 2 for 13 once again. And Luka's just going to hit a game winner over him again. And that's it. Like, Paul George still has nightmares about that. I'm jacking it. And those nightmares are going to reoccur right before game 1 of this series.
Paul George, you have some of the most iconic playoff moments, and you are on the bad side of them all.
He had one solid one.
Oh, yo, that one dunk and get Indiana against the Heat. Yeah. That one dunk when he was on the Pacers. That's it. But other than that, nigga, Luka twerked you, Dame twerked you. It's just like, bro.
Honestly, that was ever since that was his peak, bro. Honestly speaking, that was his peak.
Dame ended both of them niggas, to be honest. Nigga. Like he broke that was the crux of that series. Nigga. It was like, who's better, Westbrook or Dame? Dame was like, that shit's over, and y'all over. Y'all are over.
Yep. Them boys have not been right ever since. This man Dame is a killer. I love it. Honestly, I love it. I'm just happy to play a basketball. That's finally here. When we stop all this speculating talking, now we're about to see, okay, who are the big dogs? Who are the big dogs who are really going to run this? Real quick, Heat, Bucks, first round, 3 versus 6. How you feeling about that one?
I got the Bucks, bro. I feel like Giannis knows everybody talking about him, and I know he remember what the Heat did to him last year. I feel like the Bucks might be my pick other than the Nets, bro. I feel like if the Bucks beat the Nets, they're going to the championship. So let me say this: that second round matchup is who's going to be the Eastern Conference champion, bro.
So you've had them over Philly.
Yeah, I feel like once they beat the Nets, is nothing else that's really going to be able to stop them, bro. That's all the momentum they really going to need.
That's true, because at that point you just knocked off the consensus favorite to win the title.
Exactly, bro. And I feel like it's like we said, somebody finally gonna have to jump in and go to the finals. And if it's not the Bucks, then maybe the Sixers. But I feel like Giannis really ready to make that step.
It's definitely gotta be his time now. All right, so now we can get a little bit of music. J. Cole finally dropped the off season. Here it is. What was it, 13, 14 tracks?
Maybe like 14? Like 12. Mm-hmm.
Like 12. 12 tracks. It's finally here. So I've been working on it for years, and it was well worth the wait. Overall, just it's a cool project, and for me, this really just showcased why he's one of the greats. Like, just simple and plain. Just from everything that he's talked about, for him just being introspective and reflecting back on his life, him opening up about the death of one of his friends, his life growing up in the Ville, down in North Carolina. And just overall, just sampling wordplay, it's J. Cole at his best.
Yeah, this right here is the album of the year for me, for sure, bro. I don't know how, I don't know where, but J. Cole, he was talking straight to me for this album, bro. I feel like 5 out of the, like at least 5 tracks on this song, I'm like, bro, like, nigga, why? Like, did somebody give you a message to write to me? And I feel like that's just what J. Cole's always been good at. He just knows how to hit the soul. And I feel like I remember that post. It used to be like this meme with like Drake, Kendrick, and Cole is like Cole's the soul, Kendrick's the mind, and Drake's the heart. And I really feel like that, like, bro, just off the rip, bro. My favorite song off the album is "Pride Is the Devil." I feel like that song just speaks to me and just speaks to what I go through on a daily basis in life, and it just shows you, like, yo, like, just being a victim of your pride is gonna hurt you every single time. And it just cool to see that even Cole, as big as he is, one of the biggest rappers ever, to still have that thought and to relay that on a track, most rappers won't do that. Most rappers bank on their pride. Most rappers bank on that confidence. And he's like, no, that shit can hurt the fuck out of you, really. If you have no humbleness about you, that shit is going to kill you. And overall, I feel like that's what this whole album was. And just Cole's ability, he used to get a lot of slack for the no features. He produced everything. He heard all that. He did his run of features. And then this album showed you, yeah, I'm gonna go get everybody that I feel like is hot right now. I'm gonna get Lil Baby. I'm gonna get 21 Savage. Him and 21. That's the most unexpected duo ever, and I feel like that's a duo that can't be stopped. I need more songs from them. They're 2 for 2 right now. I feel like that's just a weird pairing that works. It's like a Rick Ross and a Drake. Like y'all weird pairing, but nigga, y'all work together, and I fuck with it. So, like you said, overall, the song play, the introspectiveness, the beats, it's fire. 12 out of 12. I play it every day, front to back when I play it. And it's hard, bro. And just another thing, him being the first one to be out of the big 3 to drop. That's another thing I want to give him props for, because nigga, we just came out of a whole pandemic. I know all 3 of them, like, who gonna go first? Who gonna do it first? And just him being the first one to go out there, face the ridicule, face the criticism, because we could have received him like, what the hell is this? This is trash. But we didn't. It was fire. So, and he joined African Basketball League. I can't be more proud of that. Him bringing revenue to a league that probably wouldn't have got that revenue, jersey sales that probably wouldn't be there. So overall, he just doing crazy shit right now, bro. This feel like a rollout of somebody that's first coming out. That's what it felt like to me, like a new artist. And I love when artists reinvent themselves. That's not just, oh, here's some shit. I'm not doing any effort to appeal to my fans. Like, I feel like he wanted to win us back, like gain new fans, even though we've been fans of him for years. So that's what I liked about it too.
Yeah, definitely did feel like, again, this was Cole at his best. And in some ways, it kind of just felt like a reintroduction. Like, okay, this is the reason why we love Cole so much, because of all of these things that he just, and for 12 tracks, just laid out and just put out there. He gave us everything. Again, the introspection, the storytelling, and, you know, like on Applying Pressure, just showing guys like, hey, and he says on the back end of the track, like, sometimes you just gotta show guys, hey, you're still at this level and I can do it better than all of you guys. That's just what it is.
And I'm from New York, so whenever you start your album off with Cameron, nigga, I'm in. And when that's the first voice I hear, I'm like, whoa, what's we're here now? Okay, I'm up. So just off of that, bro, and even off of being a real nigga, like, how many rappers is gonna mention a rapper in a song and just leave that to be a story? And yeah, I want to mention Diddy in a song, but I'm gonna make sure I have Diddy on my song at the end of it. So there's no tension. Oh, do they still have beef? No, he's still talking on the back of my track. We pieced that shit up. We 2 men. We moved about it. Yeah, I could talk about a situation, but I'm not just throwing it out there to be some gossip. It's a situation that happened. It was part of my life. It affected me, but I'm gonna be a man about it, resolve it, not have it be some gossip shit. Have the man that I talked about be him on my track. So that was another thing. I'm like, yeah, Cole really some real nigga. That's a real nigga move right there.
Yeah, be able to actually squash it behind the scenes and like, again, like, did you know about this? Because I sure as hell didn't know about that.
Why? The fact that Diddy we just talked about the meme, nigga. He fought everybody in the meme, nigga. Like, what? Yo, Diddy, we gotta uncover you, bro. We have to uncover you, bro, because you are connected now with all the greatest rappers ever, bro. You're connected physically with every single one of the greatest rappers ever, nigga. You have a tie to Biggie, you have a tie to Tupac, you slapped the shit out of Drake, you tried to fight Kendrick, and you and Cole got into an altercation. Nigga, what is wrong with you, sir?
Diddy wildin'. Diddy a bad boy for real.
That moniker is the realest moniker out there, my nigga. He's about everything he say. Bad boy records. I know Shuggy's probably like, this nigga is everything I am, but I get all the bad rap. Like, we are the same person, nigga. Shuggy's like, y'all niggas got me fucked up, nigga. It's because I was vocal about my shit. That's why. Okay. Yeah, Suge, you can't run niggas over. Yes, you can't drive niggas with a car. You can't do that shit. Nigga. You have to like,
you can't do that and expect us to be like, oh, okay, like we still rock with you.
And then come up to court with glasses on like you're blind, nigga. No, like nigga did that like glasses make you innocent, nigga. No.
That's what dudes wear fake glasses, and I'm a victim doing it just to seem smarter, just to look more intelligent than what they actually do, bro. Like, I Like, stop it, bro. Stop it.
Sugar's in jail sick at this nigga Diddy and everything. You take nigga.
It's like at Diddy for years.
Like, nigga, you are mean. And that's probably why they had so much beef is because, like, Sugar's like, at least I'm upfront about my shit. At least I'm not a slimy nigga that's doing all this shit behind the scenes. At least I tell niggas, I rob niggas, I beat niggas up, I hang niggas over balconies, but come sign with a nigga. Come sign with a nigga, though. Like, you want to be a legend? Come sign with me, nigga. Diddy going, I'm gonna dance with you. We gonna sing some songs. I'm a dancey guy, but behind the scenes, he's beating the shit out of you, nigga. Like, I'd rather sign with Suge, to be honest. Like,
you appreciate the realness.
Bro. At least he gonna tell me it was real, man.
At least I know what I'm gonna get into if I sign with you.
I'm out here pop blocking with Diddy. This nigga about to punch the shit out of me, nigga. Like nigga, we was dancing. What the fuck? Like,
ready to swing on you. Oh my god,
bro! Did he fight his son's football coach, nigga?
Hands for everybody. That hands for everybody, bro. It don't matter who it is. It could be one of the biggest rappers of all time. It could be his son's football coach. Got hands. The range. We're talking about range.
Range, bro. Nigga fought Drake, Kendrick, and Cole. My nigga, that is hilarious, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, that needs to be a little documentary.
I need a doc on that shit. Like, I really need a doc on that, how that shit transpired, my nigga. Like, why are you fighting the greatest rappers of our generation, my nigga? Like, and why do you have a hand in the deaths of the greatest rappers of the previous generation, nigga? We gotta get into this, nigga.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, we need to investigate this man a little bit. Right? There needs to be an investigation on video. I'm telling you. Yeah, he gonna get away with the smile, again, the pop locking, and just being around, dancing with his sons and all that. But like, nah.
It's always the 50 nigga. You're right, bro. The nigga that's always doing it. That's the nigga you need to look out on, bro. It's gonna be after this nigga died that we find out he was behind all this shit. And we're like, wow, oh shit, damn.
I had no idea. Like, who knew?
Like, damn, that's why you told Big to get in that truck, nigga. Damn, fuck. Oh shit. Wow. You were there at every fucking moment and nothing happened to you. God damn, that's crazy, did he? But yeah. I've been around the world. Right. Look, guys, I'm dancing. Nigga, that's all you gotta do to get away with shit. Just dance.
That's all it is. Like, just dance and just say some inspirational shit. That's all you gotta do. And people will forget about everything.
Bro, inspirational shit be the most obvious shit, my nigga. If you want to eat, nigga, work. Duh, nigga. Like, if you want air, breathe. Nigga, okay. But how? To get this money, though. Nigga, like, you're not giving me no real inspiration, my nigga. It's all surface level shit.
like you being fake deep right now. Stop it.
Like, tell
niggas with very little substance.
Like, if you want to get rich, rob your artist, nigga. That's what niggas want to hear, my nigga. Not the fake shit, nigga. Tell us how to really get this money, nigga. Like,
you know, how to grind, how to struggle to get where I am. I do all that. Like, yeah, you also rob the artist, dude.
Like that was
also part of it. But I still
every single artist that signed to you is broke or dead. So that's that, my guys. So.
Honestly, you know what it is, bro? The reason why he probably fought all three of them is probably because he wanted them to sign. That's really what it is. I think you know what it is. I think he saw the potential. And
he definitely saw. He's an amazing ear. He has one of the greatest ears in music ever. One of the greatest producers ever. So he definitely was like, yeah, I see this little light-skinned Canadian nigga. Come here, let me sign you. Let me sign you. Drake was like, Nick, I'm not signing to you. I'm not signing. By the way, 4 p.m. in Calabasas is one of the greatest diss tracks I've heard in my life. Drake, the way he was able to diss Diddy in that song is just like, nigga, you, sir, we're mad that he beat you up. Like, you were angry. You couldn't give him the fist, but you were going to give him your words, though.
You were going to receive these bars, all right?
Yes. I can tell you were perturbed by that punch, but...
You want this?
That nigga was mad as hell, nigga. Every bar in that shit was anger, nigga.
Oh,
I'm about to
good,
go
good,
listen to that shit. That shit was super hard. That nigga had so many entendres in that shit.
bro. So I meant to listen to this little snippet before the pop. I forgot. So you can go ahead and give a little bit insight into it. On why Future is the Toxic King.
The Toxic King is coming back, bro. Off the rip, his little slip. Wait, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. If I can't, let me know. Fuck it, I can't pull it up. But he's basically said, tell Steve or he can have tell Steve Harvey he can have her back. Straight, simple to the point, my nigga. And that showed me Toxic King is coming. He heard me. He heard me. He heard me on the pod saying, "Yo, you in love too quick, my nigga. You jump back into a new relationship too quick. You need that toxic album from the girl that is out here just look like she broke you, nigga. Like you, this is the first chink in the armor, Sierra. Sierra's not really happy with that lame ass nigga, but Lori, but I'm telling you, Sierra gonna leave that nigga in 5 years. But Lori,
I can see it. I can see it.
Niggas are never. I want to keep it real. Niggas, like girls, y'all like to. Y'all never comfortable, happy with the corny nigga. Y'all still want that toxic nigga back. Let's keep it a buck, nigga. If Future real life wanted to hit Sierra up, my nigga, and he really just wanted to slide on Sierra, he could, my nigga. Once you have a baby with a girl, she's yours forever, nigga. That's why I would never date a girl who has a baby father, nigga, because that nigga has a ultimate free time chance to smash that shit. It just is what it is. Well, off of that. Lori, on the other hand, she never needed this nigga. She never needed this nigga. And that's how I know it hurt him, because he said it in the fucking song. Tell Steve Harvey he can have her back. So he acknowledges that shit. He can't say that to all the broke hoes he used to be fucking with. Because, nigga, who the fuck did they have before that? A bum ass nigga that worked at Macy's. Nigga, like nobody that can really compete with Future. But Steve Harvey is a mogul, a billionaire damn near. So Future can only say, yeah, this bitch hurt me. But now, this album, though, it's going to be Hendrix level. It's going to be Hendrix level of hurt and pain, bro. Because we got Hendrix after Sierra. After Lori, we got to get Hendrix too or some shit. And I feel like it's coming, bro. I feel like all the big dogs are gearing up. I don't feel like we get a summertime Future album. I feel like Future going to hit us with some shit for the fall, winter, bro. And that's when I want that shit, bro. I don't want it in the summer, bro. I don't want the toxic Future vibe in the summer. I want that shit fall, winter, bro.
That's prime yeah. Time.
So just let this shit, let all the big dogs heat the summer up. You come through around October, November, and hit us with some shit, bro. And we ready for that
shit. I'll be happy, bro. I hope it comes with it, bro.
That shit might come before Certified Lover Boy, bro. But hey, I'm excited. He's popping out more. He's popping out more and more. I'm feeling like this nigga's about to drop. Now he was at the Lakers game. This nigga's about to be at the Billboard Awards. He don't just do shit randomly, nigga. When he's out, he got a purpose for being out. So something's coming, bro. He just did the Nicki track. Oh, we gotta get to that. Like I said before, bro. When Lil Wayne is in alien mode, nigga, nobody can rap with that nigga. There's nobody in the world that can rap with Lil Wayne, bro. That Seeing Green's track with Nicki Minaj and Drake, bro, just proved to me again that Lil Wayne might be the best rapper ever when he's in that mode, bro. That's all I just had to say after that, bro. Lil Wayne's the best rapper ever when he's in his alien mode, bro.
Yeah, he's definitely like that. After all these years, like he's still like that.
It's just how do you still do this shit, bro?
I mean, when you're a vet and you've been in the game for damn near 30 years almost, like
it's just a switch. It's just a switch. You just go into that fucking mode and you just in it. That's why Hope's still able to do this shit at 50. Wayne gonna be doing this shit at 70, nigga. Like you like, what the fuck is this old ass nigga doing this shit right now?
He's still just going in, like regardless. But real quick, Nicki made herself relevant again off that track. Like she really did. I think she heard our conversation about female rap, heard the noise about Cardi B and Meg and everybody else. And she said, no, remember who I am, who was really a pioneer in this for female rap. And overall, like really, really solid verse from her. It's like, okay, are we not gonna get a project in the near future to really stamp like, hey, again, just being that reminder, like, hey, no, remember who I am.
I hope she does, but I hope she doesn't try to lean on that. Just let the work speak on that. Like I love her verse, but I love that verse. But then when I heard the fractions track, I'm like, okay, it feel like she's leaning back into this shit, like kind of like LeBron having to prove to niggas that you are this. When you're just that, just do it. And everybody else is gonna say that shit. So if Nicki is going into her album like that Eminem album, like 2 albums before the latest one, when he was just rapping at everybody, saying everybody is the greatest rapper ever, and niggas wasn't really feeling that album, but it took for a revival. The second one after that, where he just came and he was just rapping, and niggas was like, oh shit, this is a great ass album. If Nicki is coming with the attitude like, oh, I have to remind everybody that I'm the best rapper ever, I'm not gonna fuck with this shit. If you just coming on this shit talking shit to a bunch of girls that really is not dissing you, that's just out here getting money, it's not gonna resonate with me. But if you just on here showing that you're still the greatest at this craft, showing me about your life, then we're gonna say that shit for you. We're gonna say, okay, Cardi, Meg, y'all can't fuck with this. I said that shit when I was listening to this shit live. I said, yo, Cardi, you can't say shit right now, my nigga. This shit right here is stupid. Nigga, this is why these niggas are a three-headed goat. When they're together, you can't fuck with them. And that's what the song really was for me, like a fucking nostalgic moment. I'm like, oh shit, I feel like I'm 10, 11 again, my nigga. These niggas all snapped on that shit, bro. So that's what it really was for me, bro. Just like a YMCMB moment for me again, bro. Like these are the niggas that basically raised me, bro.
For real. Like that whole real from like 2010 to like 2014, 2015. There's YMCMB. And it was crazy that fact that release of what's called same day as J. Cole. Because it really just threw me back on. I was like, wow, I remember being a kid listening to all four of these artists. Like that was just crazy to see.
And that's just the holding power. I feel like with Drake, in my eyes, nigga, once I heard that Nicki Minaj had a Drake feature and a Lil Wayne feature, I love Cole, but nigga, that was the first track I played that night, bro. That was the first track I played that night. And then I listened to the whole Cole album and I was like, this shit is fire. But like, if you tell me a Drake Wayne song is out there in the atmosphere, I gotta listen to that shit first, bro. So that's just another reason to just show you the holding power those niggas have.
Facts. Again, because like they honestly like they basically raised out the crazy, honestly.
That ass, bro.
So good to see just like the OGs just coming out of retirement, coming around from their hiatus and just releasing projects, putting things into the atmosphere, putting things into the air. I mean, it's just a good time. Weather's getting nice out too. Things are starting to get back to normal. Like things are on up and up. I'm happy.
Man,
I'm happy.
And we can't even like a song that's dropping for me that's coming next week, and it's not even off of me, but I just know with this song, with the energy this song is going to bring for the summer, I might not fuck with this song, but a song that I'm excited for that's about to drop, this Twerkulator shit with the City Girls. Whatever this shit is, it's going to be played everywhere this summer. Girls are going to be throwing their ass to this song. This song is going to be the song of the summer, one of the songs of this summer, bro. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm not even a fan of the City Girls, but I just know I'm going to have this song in my playlist to put on when I'm around some beautiful women, bro. So that's what we're getting into. Like these next 2 to 3 weeks, we're about to start hearing where the contenders of Song of the Summer are going to come from. I feel like we don't have it yet. We haven't heard it yet, bro.
I think a couple of songs on College Project will be in the mix. I think for the most part, with that. I think for a couple Khaled's album.
Oh, Khaled. Oh yeah, that that Body in Motion shit. I feel like just cause the radio, they're just gonna play that shit. But as far as me, like a song that I nigga that just defines a summer to me, like a Bodak Yellow or some shit like that. Like, oh, I remember that summer when that song. I feel like that shit hasn't came yet, bro. But it's gonna come.
It's gonna come, and I just wonder if it's gonna be the Voice of the Heroes, Dirk and Baby. I just wonder if it's gonna be
something's coming up. Them two niggas.
Something's definitely coming up. Actually, not even something. A couple of them are gonna come off that. But
I'm telling you, Drake might have some shit. Drake might have some shit on there too. Nigga. I know them niggas are getting a Drake feature for sure, bro. And that might be the one.
Is that the Meek?
Oh,
is that it?
I feel like Drake is holding that one, bro. I feel like Drake. Oh, we might get that Meek Dirk and Baby one off of that shit. That's probably what it is. That one is hard too, bro. That one is hard, but that Drake Baby and Meek shit, that's going on Drake's album, bro. Drake not letting nobody else get that shit.
Yeah. So yeah, probably is. It's the Meek Baby Dirk.
Either way, both of them shits are hard. Either one.
Oh yeah, no, both those are gonna be played. Like both those are gonna be played. Like,
all right, bro.
Oh my gosh, can't wait. I'm looking forward for next week. With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for listening. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, do all that. We'd love when y'all do that. Also, make sure to subscribe. Tyaire TV, new channel, YouTube channel. Trying to get that popping.
We out here, man. Yes, sir. Subscribe to that.
We out here. Boy dropping videos, what, like every week?
Yeah, every week. Every time I get a chance to sit down, I've been slacking a little bit. I had to update my computer, but I'll be back on there soon. All right. Again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.